Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 26 of NWA Chicago. I know there was quite a hiatus between episode number 25.5 and episode number 26, but we are back. We took some time, we did some soul searching, we thought about the storylines that we wanted to present. What I really wanted to put out there is the product going forward after that huge Starcade, which is going to give us so much momentum heading into 2019. But here we are, week 1 of January 2019, and we have an exciting year of NWA Chicago to share with you. So without any further introductions, without any further ado, let's kick the year off right. In a poor pre-show match, Pete Dunne defeated Pero, Joe Hendry, and Greg Glover. In 10:03, when Pete Dunne defeated Joe Hendry by pinfall with a dead drop, Pete Dunne carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. He had a 47 in this one. Very, very good for Pete Dunne. 42 overall for the match. Greg Glover seemed off his game. Still performed to the tune of a 30. Everyone in this match actually performed pretty decently, so I'm happy with that. And now, we go on to the main card. The show opens with Cody, Brandy, and Dustin in the ring. Dustin has a microphone, and he says, "Wow, does it feel good to be in NWA Chicago with my little brother. I've wanted to come join you here ever since I saw you debut. And here I am. I've been so impressed with you here, Cody. You're quickly becoming one of the greatest NWA World Heavyweight Champions of all time. I wanted to give you something. It's something you've earned, Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you NWA World Heavyweight Champion Cody Rhodes. I know you haven't been using the family name because you thought you didn't deserve it. You deserve it though, Cody. You deserve it more than anyone. Dad would be so proud of you right now. Just as proud as I am of you, Cody. The things you're doing have been fantastic." Cody and Dustin hug in the ring, and the fans are chanting, "Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes." Cody says, "Wow. Thank you, Dustin. You have no idea how much this means to me. Thank you. And thank all of you for believing in me every step of the way. I really can't express 60C for that segment as we move on. Boy, sorry could not create any text for this angle as at least one invalid code was found in the commentary." That's what I get for trying to code the commentary, save some space. So we get a 52 D+ here, and let me tell you the rundown of what was supposed to happen. Sangre del Mal come out, they come onto the stage, they're not trying to attack Dustin and Cody, and they basically call out Dustin for debuting last night and ruining their plans of attacking Cody. They say they know the Rhodes brothers are very honorable guys, and so they asked for a match with them tonight, and CM Punk gave them a match with the Rhodes brothers. So it will be Sangre del Mal versus the Rhodes brothers. You guys can't run because you're honorable. We know that, and we're going to do bad things to you tonight. That was the gist of what was supposed to happen here. 52 D+. Kind of got ruined, but we'll continue. In about that, a decent wrestling but little heat. The Assyrian Portal defeated Argos and Magnus in 10:02 when Ophidian defeated Argos by submission with a death grip. Argos was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. The match got the crowd hotter, 50 D+. Very happy with that. As always, the Assyrian Portal put on a great tag team match. A man is shown sitting on a throne, and he says, "Let me talk to you real quick. There's a lot of people in the wrestling business. You're going to find a lot of fakes, a lot of phonies, a lot of losers. It's pretty rare when someone comes around and they're real. They're straight up. They don't bullshit you. They keep it 100. I'm one of those fellas. I'm one of the real ones. There's only a few like me, but we're coming. Watch yourselves." 51 D+, a cryptic promo from a figure that we cannot make out sitting on a throne, a silhouette, if you will. Who do you think this mysterious figure is? Please leave a comment down below with your guess on who this figure is. In about that, a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Matt Cross defeated Brian Pillman Jr., Cologne, Tyler Bates, Psycho Clown, and David Starr in 15:18 when Matt Cross defeated David Starr by pinfall with a death from above. Matt Cross wins the NWA World Television title. David Starr was slowed by injury because he broke his nose in the match. Hopefully it was not the result of a botch, but Matt Cross and Psycho Clown really stole the show here. Tyler Bate also had a great performance, so did Cologne. So Cologne did not defend his title at Starrcade. He was in the War Games match, of course. So I felt like having him defend the title on the first show of the new year, the first show after Starrcade, was a very natural choice. And this 6-man match was a great way to showcase multiple talents on this first show, since presumably all these new eyes who saw Starrcade would be watching the product tonight. Showcase a lot of our young guys. I'm actually very impressed with Brian Pillman Jr.'s performance. He hasn't been performing well, but he performed pretty decent in this match, at least, from what I can remember. 50D plus for the match. Very happy with that. Matt Cross wins the World Television title. Psycho Clown has heat backstage after he injured David Starr with a botched move. So we have Sting as a road agent. I brought him in. I thought that was just a cool idea. But Psycho Clown we have on loan from AAA because we lent them Cody, because I'm trying to get Cody more over in different areas of the world. Matt Cross takes the NWA World Television title and ascends the top rope. The crowd cheers on the Journeyman as he wins his first championship in NWA Chicago. That gets a 48D+. We're shown a pre-recorded interview with Toni Storm right after her upset win over Alpha Female at Starrcade. So right backstage, right as she comes back through the curtain, we're given an interview with her. Toni believes she should be the next in line for an NWA World Women's Championship match and vows to win. 45D, very good here. Toni Storm has just... I'm blown away with how quickly Toni Storm is improving and getting over. She is literally the top woman on my roster right now. Like, her segments all do very well. Her matches all do very well. Toni Storm is killing it right now in NWA Chicago. Side note, as I'm going through here, we got 1C. We got a couple D pluses and Ds. I'm sweating it a little bit. I can't remember my average TV ratings from before Starrcade. I think I was doing like C minuses every week. I'm hoping that we can get there this week. I wanted to put on a really good show after that Starrcade with all these new viewers coming in. I'm starting to sweat it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to sweat it. In a terrible match, Christina Von Eerie defeated Kelly Klein in 11:55 by submission with a West Coast curse. Almost said cure, curse. Von Eerie and Klein don't have chemistry. It made for an awkward bout. 25 from Von Eerie and 24 from Kelly Klein. A 28E for the match. Not happy with that. I was hoping for a little better. We're working on building Christina Von Eerie. I look at the women's division, and we have multiple very well-built women, but not a ton. I need to build up more women. We also don't have a ton of women on the roster because I want to get good women wrestlers, and there's not a ton of good free agent women wrestlers right now. I have almost all of them. I don't want to just start stealing from other promotions. I don't want to use a bunch of mainstream ones. So I'm working with what I got right now. Sue me. Next segment. Carlito's walking backstage. He stops at a corner and begins talking to someone around the corner. This mysterious person says, "Carlito, hombre, I warned you not to disappoint me. I must say, what I just saw out of you tonight, not very encouraging. Now, I entrusted you with the responsibility of managing Sangre del Mal until I made my identity known. You've been doing a great job. But it would be a shame if I had to take over before my time. Or even worse, if I had to find someone to replace you. The same goes for the rest of the group. Make sure it's known, Carlito. I don't have as much patience for them as I do for you. Get your troops in line. If I see one more weak link, I'm replacing it." Cologne says, "Understood, Jefe. I won't let you down." 51D plus as Carlito speaks to the mysterious leader of Sangre del Mal that we were introduced to. I believe it's Starrcade. We were introduced to this mysterious leader figure in Sangre del Mal, who tells Cologne, "Get your troops in line. Make sure everyone does their job. I will replace you." In a decent match, the Rhodes Dynasty defeated him. In a decent match, the Rhodes Dynasty defeated the Havana Pitbulls in 1604 when Cody Rhodes defeated Reyes by pinfall with a silver spoon DDT. In terms of in-ring work, Cody was head and shoulders above everyone else. Dustin Rhodes was actually the weak link, struggling to keep... Wow! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Dustin Rhodes was a 37? What? Okay. I'm struggling to comprehend this right now. Dustin Rhodes performed to a 37. I wish I had dirt sheet. It had to be because the match was too long for him, but even then, it's a tag team match. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about having Dustin Rhodes on the roster anymore. Wow. I'm going to chalk it up as nerves for the first time. All right? Nerves. Cody had a 76, Reyes had a 51, Romero had a 55, 66 C+ for the match. Very happy with that rating. But now, after the match, a large man emerges from the crowd and slides into the ring. It's Hernandez. Hernandez picks up Reyes by the throat, and he stares him in the eyes. And Hernandez says, "The boss said to tell you, you're fired." Hernandez hits Reyes with a border toss over the top rope to the floor. Romero enters the ring and he pushes Hernandez, pushes him back. Romero's got his kendo stick in hand. He prepares to strike. Ivelisse enters the ring with a kendo stick as well. Colon slides in with a chain wrapped around his fist. Hernandez just came in and started beating down on Reyes, and the rest of Sangre del Mal is confused. They have Hernandez surrounded with their weapons. Romero drops his weapon, and all of them do, and they give Hernandez a complex handshake before raising his hand. The group then come together, and the show ends with Romero, Ivelisse, Colon, and Hernandez in the ring holding up their hands. 54 C-. So Reyes has been fired from Sangre del Mal and presumably replaced with Supermex Hernandez, the new muscle of the group. Hernandez. I thought that this was an interesting dynamic to keep the group going. It did just start. We had the Havana Pitbulls. Romero and Reyes were performing very well in tag teams, but this kind of, I feel like, was a shock that we could do for our first night after Starrcade that would genuinely shock the crowd. We bring in Hernandez as the new enforcer of the group, and I think this was a very good move. Let me know what you guys think of this move. But now we have a post-show match. And in a decent post-show match, Sammy Guevara defeated Taiji Ishimori in 9:33 by pinfall. This was the obligatory high spots match. Guevara was really off his game. 55 from Guevara and a 63 from Ishimori. 44D overall for the match. So now I'm tasked with what do I think this show got as a whole. And I think this show, I solidly believe I can say this show got a C- at the very least, if not an actual C. That is what I'm going to go with. And we will see here that we got a C- 57. Used Brian Pillman Jr. far too much on this show, and the show increased our popularity in 18 regions. Very happy with that, and we will now continue on and see what we got on television. Alright, so that episode of NWA Main Event Showcase was held, as always, in the NWA Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Not always, actually. We're going to start touring after this show. I wanted to hold the show after Starrcade in the NWA Arena still, but we held it in front of 2,024 fans on television. It got a .08, 63,140 viewers, a 57 C-. This was not only our highest attended, but our highest viewership on any episode of NWA Main Event Showcase. And we actually had just under the amount of viewers that Starrcade had, so I'm very, very happy with how this went. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of Showcase, Main Event Showcase in 2019. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys then.